Hello collectors, welcome to episode 17 of Statue Talk. I'm your host, Joe Prodzik. With me, as usual, is Quang Tran. Now, Statue Talk is a show where we share our thoughts and opinions on upcoming statue news, previews, pre-orders, and other stuff from around the world of statue collecting. Now, thanks for joining us on this week's episode. Now, Quang, hit that music.
Why so serious?
Why indeed, Quang? Why indeed? So, Quang, after a week off, are you ready for this week's episode?
Yes.
Are you pumped?
Definitely pumped!
You can feel it.
Yep.
You're here to talk statues. But first, let's talk about, Quang, what have you been up to the past 2 weeks?
Nothing really. Just started school on Monday. Doing calculus. Homeworks.
Calculus?
Yeah, it's freaking annoying. Other than that, haven't really been playing that much games. Stopped playing Overwatch because it became kind of boring. Started playing a little bit of Dota 2 again with my cousin. But that's just like casual. Nothing too serious.
Well, you're a bit of a Dota 2 addict.
Yeah.
So, looks like you fell off the wagon.
Yeah, for about like 3 months I stopped playing.
Stopped playing Dota 2 for about 3 months and fell off the wagon a little bit.
Yep, I stopped now.
So is that why you slept in until 3 o'clock in the afternoon today?
No, I went to the gym at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Hitting the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's when I'm waking up for work.
Yeah, exactly.
You're hitting the gym. What have I been doing this week? Well, I had the birth-anniversary last weekend. Yeah. My daughter's birthday. My wife and I's anniversary. I took him out for some fondue. Do you fondue, Quang?
No, I don't fondue.
Well, I took him out to some fondue. Bought him flowers, all that good stuff. This week, been playing a lot of Destiny.
Yep.
So I played Overwatch a little bit. We played some Halo 2 a little bit.
Yep.
And that made me want to play Destiny. So I've been spending a lot of my time doing that. Been doing a little bit of reading some 40K Black Library books, and then I was catching up on my comic book pull list. Reading a lot of Batman. Really like Batman. Really like Robin, Son of Batman, that series.
Yeah.
I switched my pull list to monthly. Was every 2 weeks. Now I'm getting a stack of books every month. But honestly, recently I was thinking about going totally digital. Just because, I get these books every month, and I read them once, and then they go in a filing cabinet, and I never pull them out again, so what the fuck am I getting them for?
That's true.
Some of them are collectibles, like, first issues or, key books. But most of these are just going to sit in the closet in the filing cabinet, and eventually they're going to collection is going to get so big, I'm going to be like, what am I going to do with all this crap that I'm never actually going to read again?
Because what I was thinking was, like you were saying, collect the collectible ones, collect the first issue ones. For me, as for me, I did the Death in the Family one. I just like the cover.
Right.
If you like the cover, because you usually see the cover before the actual issue comes out most of the time. So I was thinking maybe if you like the cover, then buy it for the cover. But
yeah, so I was thinking about doing that, using Comixology from Amazon to get my books just digitally so I can save on space. Because, I do that with regular novels and books now. Comic books are a little bit different because there's an art element to it, picture element. But I was thinking about just canceling everything and moving it to digitally.
Because then it would be nice too, because usually you collect the bigger ones, like the whole series. I forgot what the
graphic novels.
Yeah. So I was thinking, eventually they're going to transform into a graphic novel, and then you just buy it, and it's just one whole lump sum.
Yeah, but still, you got to store those somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
I do like the absolute editions of comics. But I already do mostly digital for Marvel books, because I do the Marvel Unlimited. Yeah. So you pay a yearly subscription to that, and you get the books about 6 months after they're released. Nice. To be honest, I'm always behind on my reading anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I'm behind. So that's what I was thinking about doing. Watched a lot of E3 stuff this week.
Yeah, same here.
Lots of video games stuff. If I wasn't doing a statue show, I'd probably be doing a show about video games.
Yeah, probably would be cool too.
Actually, last year I was going to get laid off of work. There was a time where I was going to get laid off of work, and I had, you know, a nice severance package, some unemployment. I was going to chill for a little bit, and I was thinking about starting up a video game channel during that time.
No, I thought you're going to be a Halo pro player.
Professional Halo player. I was going to do that, and I was going to start a video game channel, stream on Twitch, and do all that stuff. But I ended up not getting laid off. I got a promotion at work instead, so it just didn't work out that way.
Yeah.
So E3 this week.
What are you hyped for the most?
What am I hyped for the most? Well, I was looking forward to seeing some Mass Effect.
Yeah.
But they were really light on the information with that. Was excited to see God of War Kratos. Mm-hmm. So Kratos is switching over to the Norse mythology. Yeah. Gonna probably take on Thor and Odin and those types of people, right? So, yeah, there was that. And then I think Dawn of War 3 on the PC, Warhammer 40k, really looking forward to that. And then I did order a collector's edition, Dishonored 2.
Yeah, that would look good, because that looked pretty good, yeah. I saw the gameplay on that one.
And then what else? Something else on PlayStation. No, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I wasn't hyped for that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The collector's edition, I knew you were going to get it because you're a collector's edition person.
Yeah.
Guy, but I was like, nah, I'd pass on that, if anything. But
I think that game looks really good. Mm-hmm. You know, I always buy the collector's editions and they end up generally being cheap pieces of junk.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're not too much more expensive than the game itself, and you usually get a cool steel book and everything. So I think it just depends. Some of them I've been really disappointed in, like the Batman, most recent collector's edition. And actually, we were talking a little bit about why Batman Arkham Knight wasn't as good as the first two.
Yeah.
And that's because they had different writers. The first two had Paul Dini as a writer. Yeah. He worked on the animated series a lot. So that's why those two were so good. Yeah. And he didn't do Arkham Knight.
Okay.
So that's why that story suffered a little bit. But let's get into talking about some statues. Sure. So we got lots to show you after 2 weeks. 2 weeks away. Yep. So let's check out this week's previews and pre-orders. So first up, Kwong, we have a teaser from Kool Kollectibles. I bet you thought this was Pop Culture Shock again.
No, it just, for me, I didn't see this one on the page, but it just kind of looks like a bus. Is it a bus or?
We don't know what it is yet.
Oh, okay.
Kool Kollectibles isn't known for doing busts. They're known for doing quarter scale statues.
All right, got it.
So this is a teaser of their Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this is going to be in quarter scale, because they've been making quarter scale Conans, right? Yeah. Pop Culture Shock just came out with a 1/3 scale Conan, which was awesome. We'll talk about that a little bit later, because they had the pre-order for that. But this looks like Kool Kollectibles is doing one too.
Yeah, it looks war painted as well, and the reason why you kind of passed on the Pop Culture Shock one was because it's a 1/3, and if this is a quarter scale, then that's like perfect for you, right?
It might be in the cards, Kwong. So this is just a little teaser from Kool Kollectibles. Can't wait to see more on that. Next up, Kwong, is from First for Figures.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know a lot about First for Figures. I've just started recently paying attention to them. They do a lot of video game statues. Yeah. A lot of Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, we saw, I think
last episode,
the Link one was.
We did Link, right?
And then we got the King from the
Tekken.
Yeah. That was the last time we saw them.
And they do a lot of Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of Marios, Mega Man, Metroid statues. They did the same.
Oh yeah, the Metroid, the same one.
Yeah, so this one is a little bit different. This is Artorias, the Abysswalker from Dark Souls. And you were asking me if I played Dark Souls.
I haven't even played it too.
No, I have not played Dark Souls. Well,
you played Bloodborne.
I played Bloodborne, which is a similar style game from the same makers. That's not really my style of game. Yeah. I like a lot of story. In that game, those games are just go find your way.
Yeah, it's kind of like I heard it's like a harder Elder Scroll or something like that, right?
Elder Scrolls has a lot of story though.
No.
So Dark Souls is, I know there's a story there too, and I always wanted to, I do want to try one of those games eventually. Maybe I will try Dark Souls 3. That's got to be on sale because I'm probably not going to like it. I'm probably going to put it away.
Exactly.
So I want to try it, like, same with Bloodborne. Actually, you bought Bloodborne for me, so I was able to try it.
And you died.
Really cool environment. Okay, you're going to die a lot, but you got to spend a lot of time learning the mechanics.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is the Artorias statue, exclusive statue. He's 21 inches tall from the top of his hair to the base. Has a big ass sword on him. Comes with an exclusive Artorias art print.
Nice.
With First for Figures, the limited edition is set after 2 weeks.
Okay.
So they don't tell you the edition size until later, kind of like what Sideshow does. This is the first in their Dark Souls line.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got a price on here. I'm sure we do. He is priced at $499.99. Expected to release Q1 of 2017.
Nice.
And First for Figures does have the option for payment plans.
Yeah.
You can do 4 monthly, 5 monthly, 6 monthly payments on that. So $500 for the statue. Tempted to order it just because I want to see what First for Figures has to offer.
Because maybe no, I don't think I don't know if they're gonna make a Batman one. Because I would say, because I don't know. Is it kind of weird that you never play the game and you kind of want to get it?
Well, I just want to.
Because you kind of want to. I understand you want to see what their quality is.
Right. I probably wouldn't keep it.
I
probably would sell it.
Oh well.
So that's what I was thinking, but that first part of 2017 is a little bit too crowded in my budget right now. But eventually I do want to pick up something from First for Figures just so I could show it on the channel and show people what they're all about. So I'll post a link to that pre-order in the description of the video. Go ahead and get some business done with First for Figures. Now we have the first of a couple of quick teasers. First is from Imaginary Art. This is from their Transformers line.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, a little preview of a digital sculpt. I can't quite tell who the character is, but I'm not super familiar with Transformers characters. I liked it as a kid, but I haven't really kept up with it since then. But this is, but I like the direction they're going. I'm looking forward to seeing some more.
Yeah.
I would like to have a Transformer or two in my collection.
That'd be cool.
Not sure which way I'm going to go yet, but here's a little teaser from Imaginary Art. Next up, we have a little teaser from Iron Studios. 1/10 scale Batman from the Batman vs. Superman. Looks cool. This is a pic from their Instagram. Looks cool for smaller scale statues, but hard to get here in the United States still. So, but that's cool. They're doing some nice smaller scale statue over at Iron Studios. And next up, we have a couple of statues from Kotobukiya. Right, again, another company that does smaller scale statues. So this is the Bizarro New 52 version, 1/10 scale Artifacts Plus statue. Yeah. So New 52, gone, right?
It is.
So if you like that New 52 art style, this is the Bizarro. He is priced at $59.99 and is available at toy stores around the web. He is gonna get released December 2016 estimate. 1/10 scale, smaller scale. Kotobukiya statue, and then
I didn't see this one on the page.
Then we have an announcement that Kotobukiya is doing their Spider-Man line, right? So first statue here is the Spider-Man, and then they got a little teaser image of the full set of Spider-Man statues.
This one I'm definitely gonna pick up. The previews that we have, the Spider-Man one already, I don't know, there's just something wrong about it, but then again, it's still a prototype, so they can still touch it up a little bit, but I don't know, I felt like the eyes could be better compared to the picture.
If you compare it to the art, I really like the art.
Yeah, I really love the art.
It's a little bit off on this statue.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, these are 1/10 scale, so they are smaller scale. So, I like that they're doing a more modern style. So they have Spidey Spider-Man $29.99, Spider-Gwen, Venom, Carnage, Miles Morales, and then the Agent Venom. So I like modern statues. I wish company would do more modern comic book statues in quarter scale, right? I know some of the companies that do quarter scale statues tend to do them more classic, traditional. Other than XM Studios is doing some modern stuff, but I want more like modern, like what they're doing here.
Exactly.
And yeah.
That's what I like about it, and that's why I'm most likely gonna pick it up when it all releases, but I'm not sure yet.
So instead of paying the $55 that these are going to cost, you're going to wait until they have, how many do they have here? 7?
Yeah, 7. Because I have a feeling they're going to have like a whole set when I'll just buy it all. But you never know.
I don't know if Kotobukiya is known for doing that.
But the thing is that Kotobukiya is kind of rare to have stuff sold out.
That's not really true. So,
most of the stuff
if you want it, you got to get on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Kotobukiya stuff does sell out, but they don't. They're more modern, more recent ones. Don't tend to go up in value a lot. Yeah. So you should be okay, but you never know.
Yeah, that's true.
You're taking the risk. So, but you'd rather pay $350 all at once, rather than.
That's what I would rather do.
Okay.
Or I might just get one and then kind of see how it looks first, and then compare.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing more.
Because if anything, I think I want to get the $20.99 first. Because that's the one that I like the most out of the whole. Because we don't see $20.99 very often.
Yeah, we don't. There was a cool custom.
Yeah, I saw that one. It was really cool too.
I'm thinking about getting this set though too.
Yeah.
Just, I think it would go good. A smaller set, like grouped all together in a detolf, or even surrounding some of the bigger quarter scales.
Because it'd be kind of cool if you can kind of make it like a diorama. In a way, like make them all in a circle and then put like a centerpiece right there.
Yeah, it would look good. It would look good in your detolf, I think. So that's it. Is that Spider-Man for sale yet?
I don't think so. I think it's on. Well, yeah, for pre-order, I think. Yeah, for pre-order, yeah, it's like I think it's like also $54.99.
Let's take a look. I thought it was. Big Bad Toy Store isn't going to make it easy on me to find if it's for sale or not. Well, maybe I'll try Kotobukiya stuff. Sometimes stuff is for sale on other toy store websites before they go up on the Kotobukiya website. I can't always easily find it on there. I thought this was available to order yet.
$59.99.
Yeah, so he is available on the Kotobukiya website, $59.99. And he is going to be released December of 2016. So Kwong, if you want it, you better get on it. The only thing about this one is it doesn't have a base that the others do. So it's just going to stand on whatever shelf you have. I don't know if you like that or not. Okay, so that's it from Kotobukiya this week. So now let's share another smaller scale statue. This is from a company I don't know anything about, but popped up for pre-order on the Big Bad Toy Store. This is Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Fighter's legendary 1/8 scale statue, Ryu. So this is by Embrace Japan. It's priced at $120.99. It's estimated to arrive November of 2016.
Yeah, I think it's a little expensive.
For 1/8 scale?
Yeah, right? Has to be.
Maybe. I don't know much about the company or the quality, but this is a smaller scale Ryu statue.
Oh, it comes with the punching bag.
Yeah, it comes with his little travel bag that he carries all his costumes and uniforms in. Looks like a little cool statue. Very artsy. Yeah. Very comic booky. Very Third Strike. Yeah, right?
That's exactly how it was.
Yeah, so it's a little Street Fighter statue. Lots of Street Fighter statues pop up. We don't always cover the smaller scale statues, but here's another smaller scale statue for your collection. Kwong, I hope you did some research in the past 2 weeks, because we're coming up on Prime 1 Studio. You did some research?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I think our viewers are going to have something to say about that. Yeah, we are going to. But first, we're going to talk about Batgirl. Little teaser preview of Batgirl. I initially said I didn't like the look of this statue because I don't really dig the art style that Rocksteady went with their Batgirl.
I actually liked it.
But this picture looks pretty good. Yeah, looks pretty good. I'm not going to add her to my collection, but you know, I think the face sculpt looks really good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So that's Batgirl. Also from the Batman Gotham line.
Yeah.
I don't know why I quoted that, but we have a pre-order, big pre-order this week from Prime 1. Half scale Dark Knight Joker, right? Heath Ledger version.
Yeah.
Mixed media. This purple suit.
Yeah. I like it.
I like it too.
A lot of people are complaining about how they want the hair to be real or something like that.
Sort of like the Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That might be a little tough.
That's what I was thinking too.
That might be a little tough for this statue. So hair is fully sculpted on this. I'm going for the quarter scale version of Heath Ledger. So big fans of the Dark Knight want to go for this half scale one. Limited edition to 1,000. He is priced at $1,999.99. Get him on payment plan, Sideshow website for $225 a month. Now they're saying the prototype, the mixed media on the prototype does not yet have weathered clothing. Weathering, dirty, torn up, gross. Yeah. So the weathering hasn't been done to that yet, but it is going to happen.
Okay, that's cool.
So yeah, another half-scale statue. I think they said they're going to do a half-scale Christian Bale with it.
Really?
But we haven't seen anything of that yet.
Yeah, it's kind of like a companion piece.
Yeah, you got to have a companion piece, right? Again, don't have room for half-scale statues for me, but I'm sure there are collectors out there. He is 38 inches tall, so just maybe about 4 inches taller than the Arkham Knight Batman. So not too tall.
Yeah.
I could fit him in there. I have room in there. But you know, Batman's standing up on a base, whereas this one has a little bit slimmer base. But still, it's not too much taller than Batman. I could fit him in there. But I'm not going to spend $2,000 on like 3 or 4 other quarter scale statues for me. But looks really, really good. You know, classic performance by Heath Ledger in that movie. I'm not the biggest fan of the series.
Really?
Yeah.
I love the movie.
I'd say they're medium for me.
Because I like The Dark Knight. The Batman Begins was kind of lame. And The Dark Knight Rises was kind of lame too. But I like The Dark Knight.
I think the first movie is probably my favorite.
Yeah, but
there's more realistic, more gritty. I like more comic booky, like the Arkham Knight video game series. But this looks like a really cool version of the Joker from Prime 1 Studio. So now we're gonna ask you, gonna show some stuff from.
Who the hell is that?
You're supposed to tell me.
You didn't tell me who to research. I didn't see these on your page.
You said you're on StatueReview.com every day.
I am.
Then you
I didn't see him. He's not on there.
You would have seen these pictures. Oh. They are called zoonoids. So I guess they're monsters.
That's what I'm thinking too.
So, and then I guess this picture, we have a picture here. Wow, I'm going all over the place with our pictures. I'm all out of order. And then we have a little picture here of
Guyver, right?
The Guyver itself, right? Of course.
Didn't watch the movie yet, but eventually I will.
It's been 2 weeks, man.
I've been busy, man.
Wasting too much time in calculus when you should be researching the Guyver. But I'm not going to research the Guyver. You're the Guyver anime guy.
Yeah, well, I'll keep... For next time, I will know what we're doing.
Better figure out what these guys are.
Yeah,
our viewers need to know. They need to be updated.
My bad, guys. Next time.
So, another teaser from Gotham. This is from Suicide Squad. This is their Harley Quinn, right?
Yeah. I'm liking the view.
This is your little pervert. I'm looking forward to seeing Suicide Squad. I'm looking forward to seeing...
Are we actually going to go watch it?
Why wouldn't we watch it?
I have a feeling it's going to be a really awful movie.
Why would you say that? Because you were disappointed in Batman vs.
Yes, I very was. But you loved it, but...
I really liked it.
Maybe we'll watch this movie and you'll love it.
Cut.
Yeah.
What's really cool is my wife is really looking forward to Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay. So
she's really looking forward to seeing that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, see if they do Harley Quinn justice. Yeah. So far, from the previews, looks like they will. No, I'm not sold on. My problem with that movie is Killer Croc.
Yeah.
And a hoodie.
Yeah, that's a little bitch.
He looks like a Killer Croc is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right? A monster. Yeah. And he, you know, maybe they went too realistic on him. So, but Harley Quinn.
So that right there, that means it's too realistic for you, so you might not like it. That's what you said about the Batman.
Yeah.
We'll see. Only time will tell.
Yep. So what else do we got from Prime 1? Oh, we have this image from Kojima Productions. Was
that from Prime 1 too?
Yeah, they're going to be working with Prime 1 to do a line of collectibles from...
the game?
Yeah. The little bit of the game we saw at the Sony press conference. Yeah. Death Stranding.
The one with...
Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead is going to be starring in that game.
So I'm curious, is this Norman Reedus now or no? Or we don't
no, that's what I'm trying to tell.
Yeah.
Can you see from the eyes
I think if it's him or not? I think
it might be Norman Reedus under that. Looks like he's going to be the main character, so it might be him under there.
Yeah.
That's interesting observation now. So looking forward to seeing Kojima Productions working with Prime 1 Studio. And so that's it this week from Prime 1 Studio. Kwong still has a lot of homework to do on the anime part of it. He said he's going to come through for the viewers.
I will.
But,
I will.
You know, if he doesn't, make sure you take him to task in the comment section. Where else would it be, Kwong?
Over here.
Sometimes depends on what they're viewing it on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm scared.
Shut up. So Kwong, while we were away, 2 pre-orders from Pop Culture Shock.
Happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first was the Conan the Barbarian.
Was it barbaric?
No.
No?
It wasn't Street Fighter Barbarian.
Yeah.
And a couple weeks later, they're actually, you know, the 2-pack sold out. Mm-hmm. But the regular and the War Paint version might even still be available. I know a couple days ago, they had like 4 of the War Paint version available. Mm-hmm. So, you know, if a statue sells out in 2 weeks, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
But we expect a little bit different from Pop Culture Shock.
Yeah.
Because we're so used to the Street Fighter pre-orders and that being a bloodbath.
Yeah. Really was.
Well, let me tell you, I had this War Paint version in my cart.
Huh.
I had my finger on the Pay Now button.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it. I closed the web browser. No. No. Just because it looks like it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful statue. But the size is what's prohibitive to me. Yep. So, you know, if a statue sells out in 2 weeks, I think that's pretty successful.
Yeah.
Really, really cool versions of Conan. And then this past Monday, they had
Cyrax.
The pre-orders for Cyrax, part of their Mortal Kombat Classic line. Mm-hmm. They said that if this doesn't do well, that's going to be the end of the Mortal Kombat Classic line. Because they don't think the characters after this will sell well if he doesn't sell well. So there are actually 3 versions. Mm-hmm. There's Cyrax, there's Smoke, and there's the red dude.
Yeah. I'm not familiar.
Sector.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. I'm only familiar with Cyrax. I haven't seen the other 2.
Right, so there are 3 different versions of these ninjas. And sorry, getting a phone call. That's unprofessional.
That really is unprofessional.
This is my old gym buddy calling me. Wants to go to the gym. No, he hasn't moved back yet. But anyways, back to the ninjas. So 3 ninjas, $409.99 for the exclusive versions. Mm-hmm. They have a Cyborg tri-pack for $1,229.99. I'm pretty sure all 3 of these are still available.
Yeah.
Regular version is $399. So when are they gonna advertise as being released in June of 2017? Mm-hmm. So generally, if you add a 1 to the end of this, that's usually when they're gonna come out. So when you say June 12th, 2017, add a 1 to the end, 2018, that's when it's probably gonna come out. I've ordered a lot of statues from Pop Culture Shock.
Like,
And so far I have one, right?
Yeah.
One. Ryu.
Because
I'm really, really happy with. I need to get some more. Come on,
I'm just curious.
I've ordered a lot. Give me some statues.
Because they said that Akuma was supposed to come out already. Some people did get them. Some people didn't.
Maybe a month or two away.
Yeah.
Maybe July, August.
Because I thought it said it was like February of this year. Started shipping out. No.
Is he here?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Some people do have them already, though.
Nobody has them.
You sure?
The pictures you're talking about are the pictures of the bootlegs that we saw. The recast.
Okay.
So nobody has gotten actual versions, but people are already starting to pirate statues.
Oh, okay.
And he looked terrible. So you're gonna buy a recast Akuma?
Yeah, if it's cheap, why not?
Are you serious?
No.
You better not be. Because recast is something that we do not support. Even though, never mind, Kwong's a bit of an internet pirate. Which a lot of people are, but we don't pirate statues. You gotta support the companies that make these beautiful works of art.
I do.
Do you?
Sideshow, so far.
Okay.
Paramount just hasn't made a one for me yet.
Now we got to see a little bit in the Pop Culture Shock factory.
Yep. Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd on Lawmaster is almost ready.
Yeah.
This is a statue I'm really disappointed that I didn't get.
Really?
I'm really disappointed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you pulled the trigger on this one, no?
No, this is when I was first finding out about Pop Culture Shock.
Oh, okay.
Didn't really know much about them when this went up. And wasn't able to get it, so it's one I would like to get my hands on. So if someone out there selling one, let me know, hook me up. This statue is a really cool comic book based statue. Would really like to have that in my collection. Now we're seeing a statue from Mortal Kombat X, Scorpion, a little bit more. They're taking pictures, that means pre-order should be out soon, right?
Quarter scale?
Yeah, quarter scale, Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 10. One that I'll think about adding.
Yeah, this one looks really good because it would be... Because you're already getting the Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
And then were you getting another Mortal Kombat too?
Kotobukiya.
Right? Yeah, I was thinking if you get Sub-Zero, you kind of have to get...
I should have a Scorpion.
Scorpion, but this Scorpion looks really nice.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. I did pass on the Quan Chi, but that's because
whatever.
I didn't like the look of that statue, but yeah. So that's it this week from Pop Culture Shock. Stay tuned to the channel, and we'll announce when that Scorpion is going to come up for pre-order.
Yep.
So now, Kwong, while you're trying to figure out the name, we have Prototypes Studio.
See, why isn't it
Prototypes Studios? Maybe it is Prototype Z. I think it's Prototypes Studios. Company by Eric Sosa.
Yeah, we've seen. What did we see last time?
Maybe Akuma. A teaser
Was it
of Akuma?
Yeah, okay.
But this is the Ryu statue, quarter scale. I think they have the option. You can get one in quarter scale or 1/6 scale. Right? So they have Ryu, and then they also have Evil Ryu.
Curious how the smoke thing is. That just visual? Or
I think that's just visual. Visual effect.
Because that looks pretty badass with that, though.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean?
But I think these are supposed to go up for pre-order right before or during Comic-Con. So as we get a little bit closer, I'll share with you the details, the website. If you wanted to pre-order this Ryu statue from Prototypes Studios.
And Eric Sosa says sculpting is really amazing too, that I've seen.
Yeah, he's a really good sculptor. He does a lot of custom heads, right? And this is his own company now, and he did that Spider-Man from Koto.
Yep.
Koto Spidey. So, really looking forward to seeing more from Prototypes Studios. So now, Kwong, we have the big pre-order from Sideshow Collectibles.
Yep.
You said I should buy this.
You should.
Why?
Because you loved the show when you were a kid.
Yeah, but sometimes going back to that stuff doesn't always hold up. You know, when I was a kid, I did always want the Voltron. And my parents got me some cheap knockoff that had cars instead of lions. It didn't even move, it was a statue. I wanted Voltron with lions. So
you can fulfill your childhood dream.
I could.
Of Voltron.
So
from Sideshow.
When initially seeing this statue, I thought for sure I would get it, and then boom,
the price
$1,250, and I said, no, nope, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
For that price, it's just not gonna happen.
How big is this dude?
So he is 27 inches tall.
So would that be like 1/3?
No, he is 7 inches smaller than Batman.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. I get it now.
Yeah, but, you know...
That's good. Looks like a great piece.
I would love to have it, but I don't think the price is right for me.
I would say, like, reasonable was like $800 right there. I think you would probably grab it for $800.
Yeah, I probably would have got it if it was less than $1,000. It does have $125 back in rewards. It's going to be released in May to July of 2017. Sideshow does do payment plans, $140 a month. Looks really cool. They say he comes in like 11 pieces, so you're going to have to put them together a little bit.
Like the real Voltron, right?
Yeah. Yeah, almost like the real Voltron. So...
Is this about... Who's making this? Just straight up Sideshow?
Yeah, Sideshow statue. Voltron, Defender of the Universe Maquette. Yep. Looks really cool. I did start watching that new Voltron show on Netflix, which is, as an adult, sometimes going back to watching cartoons. Can't do it. It's actually, I really did enjoy it. That's something I can put on while falling asleep and going to bed. But for me, you know, I don't think it's going to happen with this Voltron statue.
It just reminds me a little bit of, I think, Paramount Studios' Transformer line. It's just exactly kind of reminds me of that. But then again, Paramount Studios' Transformer line is pretty around the same price too.
It's a little bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit more expensive.
But are they taller?
You know, I don't know.
Because they look pretty big when I saw it on the videos.
Yeah, they do look pretty big.
They look really huge.
So, it's an interesting price comparison to make. You know, after seeing this, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna instead of getting this, I'm gonna go look for a toy Voltron." And then when I looked at him, I was like, "No, I'm not gonna do that either." So, it does look really cool. It does look really good. I would love to get it and review it. See if I keep it in my collection, but that price is, I think, a little bit too high for me.
Yeah.
But you know, if the price is right for you and you want to order this Voltron statue, go ahead and click on the link below in the description of the video. Take you over to the Sideshow website and you can get some business done. But other than that Voltron statue, I think the Sideshow is gonna be holding off on a lot of their pre-orders. They've been showing off some 6-scale Star Wars figures. They're probably gonna wait, since we're nearing the end of June here. We're gonna wait about a month. San Diego Comic-Con coming up, so I'm not sure how much we're gonna see from Sideshow as far as quarter scale statues go until that Comic-Con hits, right? This might be a little slow from Sideshow. Voltron looks really cool.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I wish the price was just cheaper. It would be perfect.
Yeah, a little bit cheaper. So that's it this week from Sideshow Collectibles. Kwong, last but not least, and you save the best for last.
Yep. Nobody commented it saying that I was wrong or anything like that.
Oh, I just try to do it in alphabetical order,
that's
to be honest with you. So XM Studios, are you ready?
Hell yeah.
Let's take a look. We got Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
The printed Moon Knight.
Who the hell's Moon Knight?
He's a Marvel character. See, that's what I like about XM. They're doing characters.
So it's not kind of that we're familiar with.
Well, lots of people know Moon Knight. I think you're just a dweeb who doesn't.
He sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I've seen him before too. It's just I don't know who.
You probably. This is his like alternate face.
Yeah.
He had the regular face on. You probably recognize him a little bit more. Kind of a smaller Marvel character.
Yeah.
I really like what the XM Studios is doing with these smaller characters. Now, next up we see, you know this?
Yeah, Scorpion.
Scorpion. We've seen some digital portraits of him. They have both a traditional and a modern. Yeah,
that's what's kind of interesting is I like how they did that, and it kind of gives us, we're able to give them a little bit of feedback. I like the original more than the modern. I feel like the modern one is like he's in like a freaking Transformer movie or something.
But you know what's good about it?
and you're able to change it out.
They're giving you options.
Yeah, that's what I love about it.
That's what I like about them too. Always, giving you options. Good, yeah. So now, Spider-Man.
Yep.
And Mary Jane.
This piece was kind of interesting to me because I don't know if I want to get it or not. Because I kind of do, but then I kind of don't. Because I want to see how it first before I pull the trigger. It has to be. I have to check out the paint because it looks phenomenal. Well, piece. Before
you get an XM Studio statue, I first think you need a job.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting a job.
Okay. Yeah, but maybe you should go out and spend your money on girls. So.
That's what we're going to Vegas for, right?
No, that's not what we're going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas to watch a fight.
And girls.
So back to Spider-Man.
Yep.
I'm looking at the figures themselves. Mm-hmm. Really cool.
Yep.
I'm not stoked about the background.
Yeah, because it looks kind of unproportionate.
Well, they're kind of playing with the perspective.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Exactly.
But I think it's too different from their other bases. Mm-hmm. In that line, you know, the Sinister Six, Spidey
that's true.
line.
Yeah.
I think it's too different from that. Mm-hmm. So, just looking at the figures themselves, you know,
like the Spider-Man and the Mary Jane looks really good.
Right, I'm digging it. Not crazy about the base. Yeah. So,
because it's kind of like you have to, like, if you were to put it in a room, you kind of have to have it looked over. Like you have to look down towards it.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's like would be like the best way to put it on a shelf or something. It's like you have to look down to it. Because like you're saying, the depth perception, you just don't know.
If you just got rid of the buildings, probably isn't going to be possible because they're probably holding the statues up.
Yeah.
If you got rid of the buildings, that would look good. Mm-hmm. I don't like the buildings.
Yeah, I don't like the buildings.
But figures themselves, I think, look great.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Now we're seeing Venom.
Yep.
Venom's face is painted up, right? So you like one of these, you don't like the other.
So the huge thing is that what we're so, like, remember Venom for is like the huge fangs and the tongue, you know, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm pretty sure it's still a work in progress. The face and the eyes looks really good, but the teeth I feel is not menacing enough. That's what I feel like. It's kind of like...
I think they should be bigger.
Yeah, I feel like it's too normal.
He should have his...
That big claw, yeah.
Big jaw.
Exactly, yeah. Open. That's what I was thinking too. Because other than that though, the sculpt looks great. It's just the teeth is, I think this is a little bit too small. It looks like the Venom from Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
And it wasn't, you know, the Venom from Spider-Man 3 wasn't that scary at all. And didn't really do that well.
So you think he should be more menacing and kind of crazy looking as if you would see him on the cover of a comic.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that. But I'm looking forward to seeing more of Venom.
Yeah.
I'm kind of falling in love with XM Studios a little bit.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah. I want one now too. Yeah, so see, like my huge thing right now is like a 1/3 in an XM Studio. That's like what I'm going for.
That's your dream goal?
Yep.
Okay. Well, Kwong, that is it for this week's previews and pre-orders. Now let's get to our collection updates. So it's a little bit of a slow time in our collections.
Yeah, it really is.
You're waiting around for Symbiote Spider-Man?
Yeah, it should be coming. The huge thing is that I have, since I'm going to be in Vegas in August, I'm most likely, depending when it comes out, or if I get an email. When I get an email, I think I'm going to ship it just straight to you. Then either you can wait until I come back or something like that.
Yeah, it'll be your first review. Yeah. Your first unboxing, so we'll wait for you.
Yeah, it says it's supposed to come out in August. I'm hoping it comes like September, and then I'll be already here, and then I can just open it up and do a review. Other than that, like I said, the Kotobukiya thing, I'm kind of looking more interested into that, a little bit more of a research. Like we said, concept art looks amazing, but the Spider-Man looks just a little bit too different. Mm-hmm. So, other than that, nothing really updated on my collection update.
It's going to be a slow couple of months for me as well. Yeah. I did get Golden Aries back from ARH Studios.
There you go.
So I talked a little bit about it on my collection tour last week. So I got Golden Aries back, damaged still. Mm-hmm. I initially thought that they didn't fix him, But looking more closely at the statue and talking to ARH, you know, it was fixed, kind of.
Kind of?
So it doesn't look like the paint was fixed.
Okay.
And so when I looked at, because the armor on his nose was broke.
Yeah.
And I had glued that together myself, but the paint was messed up there. And that's why I sent it back, was for the paint to be fixed up, right? Because it was glued fine, but the paint wasn't fixed. So when I looked at it, I said, oh, they didn't even fix the thing. Because the paint hadn't been touched up, I could still see the break.
Yeah.
Well, I could see where the original break was, but this was a new break. So it broke again on its way back to me, but the paint I don't think was touched up. And that's why I thought it wasn't fixed. And then the shield broke again, and worse. So I emailed ARH on Friday, and all I said was, you didn't fix the statue? What the hell? And I didn't get a response to that. But then on Tuesday I emailed them again. I said, hey, I'm not sure if this was fixed or not, blah, 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 blah. And they responded saying, you know, just relax, calm down. Of course we fixed it. We're not going to send back an unfixed statue. Probably just broke again. And then when I look at it, I saw that, yeah, that's probably true. Probably just broke again. So they sent me a FedEx label. They offered to replace the figure. So I got the statue all boxed up, ready to go back to ARH Studios so they could take care of it. So, you know, they were nice and polite, and but it started a little bit of a hate fest against ARH Studios. My post and then a couple of posts on Facebook, lots of people were complaining about stuff. But, you know, I've had just good customer service from them. You know, I haven't, this is my first ARH statue. I liked the statue. I was stoked when I got it. Disappointed when it broke. You know, they offered to fix it, and it came back. When it came back, it broke again. You know, statues break from all companies. I
was curious, is it their packaging or?
Well, you know what? 90% of their statues arrived fine. It's just the 10% that doesn't, you know, tends to get publicized a little bit more. Of course, you know, when the statue breaks, it's a huge investment, it's a huge weight.
Yeah.
You get it, it's broken, you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then when you send it back for repairs and it comes back broken again, you're really just like, oh, shit.
Third time's a charm, maybe?
I don't know, you know. He is boxed up, he's got his labels on. I'm honestly thinking about not sending it back.
Why?
I was thinking about maybe having him repaired locally and just completely repainted. So that's what I'm debating on now.
Yeah, because I'm thinking it's going to take them another 3 months for them to fix it.
No, because they said they weren't going to fix it. They were just going to send me a new figure.
Like a whole new golden earrings?
Just a figure, yeah. Or, you know, replace broken bits. So the figure, the big figure itself and the shield and sword aren't, they'll replace.
Wouldn't that just work out better then?
Well, if I send it and then it gets sent back, you know, there's no guarantee it's not going to break again.
Sure.
You know, so I was thinking about maybe having it fixed locally. Maybe I can drive it to someone who will fix it and paint it. That might be, that'll be the more expensive option because that will cost me.
Exactly.
But you know, I can have a one of a kind. So, you know, that's what I'm thinking about right now with that ARH statue. They said they offered to fix the statue. They were polite in their email to me. So it's all good. Waiting for their Death Dealer statue. You know, there was a post. One of the owners of ARH, one of the part owners of the company, received his sample from the factory without being broken. He's going to come in 3 big boxes. He's really heavy. So I still am really looking forward to that statue.
Yeah. Where are you going to put that one anyways?
I'm going to put him down here for now. I think he will fit on top of the cabinets. So, or I might put him outside the bedroom where my whiskey sits.
Yeah.
So I have a little spot right
cool.
for opening the door.
Death Dealer or Golden Earrings would be perfect right there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm just waiting for on those statues. I did put a deposit down on the XM Studio statue.
Which one?
Black Panther.
Okay. Nice.
So I put a deposit down on Black Panther.
Yeah. I remember that one. From where? What's website? Or did you just get from somebody else?
Yeah, I just got it from someone else. Shout out to Omar for gonna hook me up. So I put a deposit down on that guy. Yeah, other than that, just waiting. You know, some people have started to get the Rocky statues from Blitzway.
Did you get one too?
I haven't. I didn't order mine directly from the company.
Oh, okay.
Their website is a little wonky. So I ordered mine through Big Bad Toy Store for the same price. So they usually get their stuff a little bit later. So I'll get him a little bit later.
Okay.
Waiting on small statue from DC Collectibles.
Yeah, the Batman stuff.
Dark Knight Batman. Yeah, other than that, just waiting for little stuff to come in. Trying to figure out what to do with that ARH statue.
I think Kotobukiya might be coming soon too. No?
No, I have him on my list as coming soon, but I haven't heard anything that he's going to be ready soon.
I thought it was like Kotobukiya and then it's supposed to be like Arkham Knight. Something like that.
So Arkham Knight will be July or August. You know, I'm expecting maybe the busts for the Prime 1 Batman in July. Maybe. Arkham Knight in August, maybe July. So it's going to be a slow couple of weeks. You know, I'm just enjoying my Prime 1 Batman. You know, there's still some debate on how good he is or not.
You've had him for what, 2 weeks now?
Maybe almost a month now.
Yeah? Okay.
So I still love him. I still think he's a favorite statue in my collection. Some people are comparing him to a big action figure, though. So I'm not sure about that. But you know, this is a big action figure from NECA, Batman Arkham Origins. I would say the Prime 1 Batman is a little bit bigger, a little bit better than this guy.
Yeah.
Right. This guy's about $100. Yeah. So.
Because like these, I feel like the belt is like really cheap and plastic even.
Yeah, well, I just did that to pull your leg for those who said that. So I think the comparison, the thought is that, you know, these are taken. The sculpt is taken directly from the video game and kind of lacks a little bit of the soul that a hand sculpted piece might have, right? And so. A few episodes ago we were talking about what do you like more, traditional sculpt or digital sculpt?
Yeah.
And so...
No, I thought we were talking about the material. I don't think we were talking about digital.
I might have been talking about that on my own separate episode before you joined the show. So the difference between traditional sculpt and digital sculpt.
Okay.
But this was even a little bit different than that because they take the 3D model from the game and they make a statue of that 3D model. So it is a little bit different because I do think XM Studios, which does digital sculpt, has a little bit more soul, but not quite as much as like a traditionally sculpted handmade statue.
Traditional sculpted handmade statue?
Oh yeah, most of the Sideshow stuff is...
All of them are?
Is traditional.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, they do a lot of work in like clay and stuff.
Okay,
so
cool.
That's, you know, it's kind of something that's unexplainable, right?
Yeah.
If you look at Lobo up there, right, a different quality to him.
Yeah.
Right?
He looks really cool. I think Lobo is one of the best pieces you have too.
Yeah, so it definitely has a different quality. So I can see what people are saying about maybe the lack of soul in that Batman statue. Because when I look at my, you know, premium format, and then you look at the Prime 1 Arkham Batman, there's a difference, right?
Yeah, there is.
Right, so I definitely see the difference. And I was just teasing with that action figure. But yeah, I still love him. Do I like him better than my premium format Batman? I don't know. Initially I was saying yes. Initially I was saying yes, but I don't know, because I love that statue so much. One of my favorites, one of my first Sideshow pieces, kind of the one that, you know, flipped the switch for me with collecting. So I have a big attachment to that statue. But yeah, that's a tough choice to make. Luckily, Kwong, I don't have to make that choice.
I know.
I don't have to pick one or the other.
I know. That's
I can
just who you are.
I can say, oh, I love both these statues. If I was running out of the house in a fire, which one would I take? You know, there's not a fire, so I don't really have to answer that question, Kwong. So go shove it up your ass, all right? So I do want to talk a little bit about Black Panther. Because you were comparing him to Batman, right? And I told you that you were full of shit.
Yep.
But it turns out that I just don't know a lot about Black Panther.
I know you don't.
Because a lot of people commented saying that Kwong was correct, right?
Yep.
So someone had a good post on here about... so Geoman says, great job again, gentlemen. I think the wealth, strong moral compass, gadgets, and martial arts background totally match both Batman and Black Panther. Right? And then InfaZG says, haha, don't worry, Kwong. I can see what you meant when you compared Black Panther to Bats. In some ways, T'Challa can be seen as the Bruce Wayne of Marvel. Aside from the obvious that their costumes are very similar in appearance, they have many unique similarities that set them aside from comparison with other heroes. Both were born into wealth and privilege. The death of their parents is what prompts them to play the roles of guardian or protector of their respective domains. Gotham City for Bruce and Wakanda for T'Challa. Both men are paragons who excel in multiple fields like science, business, and martial arts, and they use tactical strategies to defeat and outmaneuver their foes. Doing so by utilizing all aspects of their training and knowledge, such as skills, powers, and resources. Joe, I don't think Kwong was far off with that statement. Haha, just gotta have an open mind.
I'm not even gonna say anything.
You don't need to say anything, your stupid grin says it all. So, Kwong had good points about comparing Black Panther to Batman. I guess I just don't know that much about Black Panther.
Well, you know, see, kind of like how the anime thing, now you gotta do research on Black Panther because you're gonna do a Black Panther statue.
Now I gotta do research. So he did have a new book, new series that started.
Yeah,
so maybe, yeah, maybe I'll have to check that out. So anyway, Kwong was right about Black Panther and Batman. I was wrong. So congratulations to you. You still don't know shit about the Guyver though.
I don't.
Which was your assignment last week.
I made it up for the Black Panther thing though. I think I should.
No.
No?
No.
We'll see what the viewers say.
Whatever, Kwong. Whatever. So, that's it for this week's collection update. You know, last weekend I did do a little tour of my collection room, so check that out if you haven't already. So that's it for this week's collection update. Now, Kwong, do you know what time it is?
Question of the week.
It's time for the question of the week. So Kwong, last week we asked our viewers of their current pre-orders, what is the one that they're looking forward to the most? And so let's check out some answers. Rin Gilead says, my most anticipated is the Iron Studio Spidey. Can't wait.
You got that one on pre-order too from him, bro.
I do have that one on pre-order too. That's a good choice.
Squizzy614.
Yeah, Squizzy614 says there's really some killer pieces on the horizon. And I would have to say my most anticipated, although I'll probably be waiting for some time, would be Prime 1's Bebop and Rocksteady. As soon as I saw there was going to be Part 2 to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, they were going to be in it, I knew there would be statues made, and I had to start saving up. I'm a huge TMNT fan, and luckily I got into the statue collecting game just in time to start collecting Prime 1's Amazing Prime. So I think those are going to look killer.
Yeah.
Prime 1 does a good job with those turtle statues. They're going to look really good.
I forgot how much did they put it up for pre-order yet, or did they just give us a preview?
Yeah, just previews for Bebop and Rocksteady. We haven't gotten to their pre-order yet.
Because would you probably pick them up if they were a decent price, you think?
No.
No?
No, I'm just not doing that movie line. So Prime Collector says, Great show, fellas. My most anticipated statue on the IPO would be the half-scale Superman from Prime 1. Great job. Keep it up, fellas.
Is that the Henry Cavill one?
Henry
nice.
Cavill, Man of Steel half-scale.
Nice.
Looks really, awesome. Really cool. Let's see, Collector Bro 44. What's up, bro? Says Darth Maul premium format from Sideshow has to be my most anticipated statue that I have on pre-order. I have loved the character ever since I was 10 years old. I was afraid I'd missed out on him since I have only been in the statue collecting game for a year, and Sideshow had already released 3 previous Darth Maul statues over the last 10 years.
Darth Maul is the one that we covered a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, last episode.
Well, what's kind of cool too is that Sideshow actually made another one previously where it was...
They made 2.
Yeah, because there was a cyborg one too. Did you see that one?
With the cybernetic legs
from that's pretty cool.
The Clone Wars animated series.
Yeah.
So, in current Star Wars universe, Darth Maul is still alive.
Okay.
What are you giving me that look for?
Are you talking about movies or the actual...
Star Wars The Clone Wars is canon. I think he showed up in Star Wars Rebels too, which is official canon of the Star Wars universe.
Is he cyborg? Like cyborg or no?
I'm behind on Star Wars Rebels.
Okay. You're supposed to know that stuff.
You're right, I am supposed to know that stuff. So I guess I'm going to be watching Star Wars Rebels tonight while you spend 3 hours editing the video.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, that Darth Maul looks really good.
Yep. It was pretty sad that we both had to pass on him.
See, Statues, Figures, and More says, question of the week. I'm going to cheat and give 2. Prime 1 Batman Beyond.
Yep.
A no-brainer. Looks amazing. And then a piece most people probably don't care about, but that I think will look awesome on my display, is Sideshow Ralph McQuarrie Boba Fett statue.
Yeah. All for great statues.
Yeah.
I really wanted that Prime 1 Batman Beyond, but it's a little too expensive for me.
Yeah.
Eventually, though.
A little too expensive for a college student, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Geoman says, can't pick one piece as my most anticipated, so I will pick a piece from the different companies I am invested in. Beta Ray Bill from XM Studios. Awesome looking statue so far.
Okay.
Hulkbuster from Imaginarium Art.
Yeah,
that's a killer one. A Kotal Khan Blood God from Pop Culture Shock. I think I got the War God version. I'm looking forward to that one too. And a custom Omega Red.
What's Omega Red?
From X-Men.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. If Sideshow do release a comic book Bane, that goes on the list too.
Yeah. You've been wanting a comic book Bane too?
Yeah, he'd go on my list too. Let's see. Do we have any other responses? Yeah, that's it for the question of the week. So, Quan, what is your answer out of... You don't have a lot of pre-orders.
I only have one, so Symbiote Spidey from Sideshow is going to be...
So, let's expand your list to statues you think you're going to pre-order too.
For ones that people haven't said yet, or...?
Yeah, so XM Studios Iron Spider-Man. We only saw a sneak peek of it, or their Venom.
Yeah.
The still Sideshow Symbiote Spidey.
Yeah, it probably would be because most like the XM Iron Spidey, I don't know, I might pass on it because since you're gonna get it already, and I'm not a really huge fan of having the same thing twice. Mm-hmm. Like you're gonna have one, I have one.
Yeah.
Kind of makes no sense, but well, we never know. Hoping that the Spider-Man Mary Jane one that we saw earlier in the episode, I'm hoping they change the base on it. Mm-hmm. The background would be nice. I'll probably pick that up for sure. But yeah, for total answer, probably Symbiote Spidey, because you've said the Amazing Spider-Man that you got was already amazing. I've seen that piece many times, and I think it's a phenomenal piece. So I'm looking forward to see what they can do with the, black.
I'm looking forward to seeing that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see, out of my pre-orders, which one am I looking forward to the most? Well, my standard answer is I don't have to answer.
Yeah, that is true.
I can enjoy them all.
Exactly.
So let me highlight a couple good ones that I think are coming up.
I would say Akuma for you.
Sure, Pop Culture Shock Akuma. Mm-hmm. Prime 1 Arkham Knight.
Yeah, me too. I want that one.
XM Doctor Strange. Deathstroke from Prime 1.
Yeah.
Arkham Knight Robin.
Oh, which Robin? Oh, yeah. Because you got the exclusive one too. Yeah, cool.
Iron Studios Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know, if I had to pick one, the one I'm looking forward to the most, and I know I was a little down on ARH Studios last week because my Ares is still broken. The statue I'm looking forward to the most is that Death Dealer.
Yeah?
Right?
Yeah. I remember you've been talking about it ever since you pre-ordered it. You're like, oh, I'm super excited, can't wait to get it.
This statue is going to come in 3 boxes. Mm-hmm. He's supposed to be heavy as shit, right? A little bit smaller than Batman, but it's supposed to be a lot heavier than Batman. I think that's the one I'm looking forward to the most, to be honest. Just the character, the character design, sculpt, lots of good little details that looks in it. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the statue I'm looking forward to the most.
Okay. Yeah.
It's got to be a little bit of redemption for ARH Studios for me. You know, statues break, but looking forward to getting that Death Dealer. Kind of hoping he's going to be okay. Mm-hmm. Hoping I'm not going to have any problems. But, you know, of all my statue collection, how many statues have broke?
30?
No. Getting them from a company, that's been the only one, is the ARH statue. Mm-hmm. I've had some statues that I've gotten from other collectors. Just one other I can think of was the Anakin Skywalker. He was kind of in an old Sideshow box, and his foam started to break down a lot, and so it should have been reinforced and packed a little bit differently. But
because I was curious if you're going to put in the XM Studios where they had to get retouched on paint too.
Oh, so the XM Studios,
you didn't really see.
Both had to have their paint touched up before they came to me, but you know, I didn't see them.
Yeah.
So I didn't have the disappointment of getting them, opening them, and be like, oh man, that's not good. Obviously, I've had statues that have had flaws, right?
Lobo with the...
Lobo has a little pinprick in his arm that pisses me off. Savage Opress had a little drop of paint that I couldn't stand. The Batman premium format has his armpits.
Really?
Well, look at his armpits. They're not perfect, right? You know, they need to be fixed. You know, he has some lines in his cape that aren't perfect, so... You know, every statue has tiny little issues that you can, tiny little imperfections, you know, except for maybe Harley Quinn and Batgirl, which are, you know, pretty good. So, you know, even though, you know, I've been pretty lucky so far to have not a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
You know, my collection is mostly Sideshow, which, you know, I'm in California, they're in Southern California, so it doesn't take long for them to get here. It's when things come from like other parts of the country.
Where is
I think they're in like Idaho or Iowa, or something like that, middle of the. So it takes a couple more days for them to get here, which means a couple more days in the hands of shipping companies. Which, you know, like any company, you have good employees, you have bad employees. Some employees are going to treat your boxes with care, and some employees might be having a bad day and might kick the shit out of your box. You know, so you know. Sometimes statues break, and as long as the company takes care of it, you know, that's what matters. Cause it's gonna happen. It sucks when it happens, though. Yeah. If you spend a lot of money on these things, you can wait a year, more than a year, sometimes multiple years for these things, and you know, when you get there, you're so excited. You open them, they're broken. You know, the first thing you want to do is rage, right? And so I kind of broke my rule a little bit of staying positive, right? The first time he broke, I stayed positive. I was cool. I was like, okay, that's fine. Let's just get them fixed up, right? Not a big deal. The second time, I kind of lost it a little bit. Not too much.
Well, it's because I feel like it's because you kind of waited a long time too. Yeah. You really didn't hear anything.
You know, we waited a long time to get the statue.
3 months.
Sent him back. You know, waited 4 months to have him repaired, and then to get him back, and he was broken again. It was just a little bit of a big disappointment. And usually I try to keep things positive. And, you know, there was no reason. You know, it looked to me initially that he wasn't fixed. Yeah. So that's the only reason why I was upset. A little bit upset, but I didn't let I didn't let myself get out of hand. So, you know, if you get a broken statue, you know, it sucks. You know, you could share it with your fellow collectors, kind of cry on their shoulder a little bit. But try to stay positive, you know, go to the company. If they're going to take care of it, work with them, let them take care of it. You know, only rage if they're not going to take care of it, right? Then you can be like, you know. But if they're going to take care of it, then, you know, it's all good, right? The only thing, like, the only thing is, well, I don't know what the only thing is. They're taking care of it, so that's my most anticipated statue, is I'm looking forward to that Death Dealer on horse. Nice. Now that I saw, you know, Alex get his sample and showed us what it was all about, kind of put my mind at ease a little bit. Nice. Really looking forward to that. I'll be sure to be unboxing it and showing it off on the channel. So that's my most...
You're gonna need a bigger table though?
I might need a bigger table. I think I'll be okay. He's only... Yeah, he's a couple inches shorter than Batman, so... yeah, should be okay. But we'll see. We'll put them together.
3 boxes, man.
Yeah, 3 boxes. My wife is... I already prepped my wife to let her know, you know, it's going to be a big statue, but she's a horse fan, so she collects like the little Breyer horses, and she goes horseback riding when she can. So she said anything with the horse I'm cool with, so kind of got that one. But the fact that he's going to come in 3 boxes is a little bit like, what did you do? You know, can kind of make that happen. So that's my answer for the question of the week. If you have a question for us or a question that you want to cover in next week's episode, be sure to leave it in the comment section below, and we will share next week's question of the week with you in next week's episode. So that's it for this week's question of the week. So this week's featured video, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I do have a featured video, but it's not of a statue, it's of a toy. I know. This is statue talk, this isn't toy talk. But because of the big Voltron pre-order, and because of the lots of people not being too happy with the price, including myself, I started to go look for other Voltron statues. So there are some collectible Voltron, not statues, but toys out there for anybody who was put off by that price but still wants a Voltron in their collection. So this is one that I was looking at, the Voltron 30th Anniversary Collector Set by Toynami. And so this video is by Kool Kollectibles. You can get these old school, well, sort of modern redone Voltron toys for your collection if you need some of that nostalgia. So this video is by Kool Kollectibles. This is his review of the Toynami Voltron 30th Anniversary Collector Set. So for someone who said screw that Sideshow Voltron, I'm going to go get a toy, check out this one, and maybe you want to do something like this for your collection.
I wonder how much they cost.
I think it's a couple $100. Yeah, and they have smaller ones, they have bigger ones, so something that I'm thinking about doing just because I always wanted that Voltron toy. I always wanted that
childhood dreams needs to be done.
Since I'm not going to get the statue, maybe I'll pick up an old school Voltron toy. So this is the Toynami Voltron 30th Anniversary Collector's Set from Kool Kollectibles. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Statue Talk. Let Kwong and I know what you thought of some of the topics we covered in the comment section below. We may even share some of your comments or questions in next week's episode. Now, if you're a statue addict like me, or even a beginning collector like Kwong, you can't wait a whole week, or maybe sometimes even 2 weeks, for the latest statue news. Check out my website, statuereview.com. Give me my page a like on Facebook, where we share all the latest news from around social media to those 2 places. If you want to keep up to date on the latest previews, pre-orders, check out those 2 places. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. to check out the latest unboxings and statue reviews from our collection. It's going to be a little bit of a dry couple of weeks. Sometimes statues get delayed. You just don't know. Try to do 2 statues a month generally.
I don't think
it's my plan, but statues get delayed, they get pushed up, and sometimes you have dry spells. I know this guy is going through a little bit of a dry spell of his own, so maybe not in statues, but I'm going through a dry spell in statues. But whenever I get some new statues in, I'll be sure to show them on this channel. If you haven't already, check out last week's collection room tour.
Yep.
Let me know what you think of my collection. If you have any ideas or suggestions, and lots of people do, they give me suggestions on what to do to make it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like a hand selection, like the lights, or someone gave me a good idea, good tape to put up to cover up my cords, which I haven't done yet, but I did go out and buy the tape, so thank you for that. And then, so go ahead and check out that video. Now remember, statue collecting is more than just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. This has been Joe Prodzik.
I'm Tran.
Thanks for watching.
You don't memorize it? Thanks for watching Statue Review, episode 17. You know that this is not a hobby. This
Go
is
ahead.
A lifestyle.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No!
You think it's so easy?
You're the one who says it every single week. If I said it every single week, I would remember it.
Little asshole.
I didn't do anything. I just made a statement. Don't be mad, Joe.